Hi guys, welcome to my podcast. First up today, before we even take off on our hunt, Paul and I, my buddy Paul over here, we have a little challenge going. He says that he can hit a 12-inch paper plate at 800 yards. So we're betting gas money, or gas. So we're going to give it a try. I'm going to set this box up and we'll see if he can hit it. One shot he's got, one shot. He's pretty confident.
I ain't buying gas.
Alright, we got the target set. This is going to be a far enough shot that he has to drive up the road a ways. Pretty far. 800 yards. I think he's nuts. Alright guys, he's, I can just barely see him. I should have left my binoculars. It looks like he's going to sit in the back of his truck and shoot. This ought to be interesting, huh? You can see the target back here. I'll zoom in. He's supposed to honk before he takes his shot. So. I don't see any holes, boys. There's no holes in that target. So it looks like somebody's buying gas for someone else.
Shit.
Dang.
Yeah.
God, I think you hit over by that tractor. Thought I was running for my life.
Where did I hit? A foot and a half off.
Yeah, at least a foot and a half. Maybe a little more. A couple feet to the right. And about 8 to 10 inches low. So it would have been just enough to wound some poor deer. He wants to go double or nothing. He's going to try another shot for double or nothing. I always get a kick out of the long range stuff because that's like I told him. I have to see it to believe it. You want to go quadruple or nothing? God, I can get every hunting trip forever paid for. Alrighty, folks. We've got our horses loaded. Well, he's about done. And then we're headed up the mountain. We got about 5 miles to go. We're thinking, this is the horse I had a couple weeks ago. I know it's fairly slow, so it'll probably take us 3 hours to reach our destination. We're going to pack in, and we're going to spend... hopefully not too long before we kill big bucks, but my guess is we'll just do lots of hunting and not as much killing. So, anyway, that's it. We'll talk to you when we hit the top. Alright guys, I just spotted the first buck of the trip. He's about a, we'll say a 25-inch 4-point, kind of spindly antler, nice tines. He's knocking on the door of a taker. I don't know, but I already gave up the spot to Paul, and so it's more Paul's buck now. But whatever, right? I'll show him to you. Okay, guys, there he is. It's beginning to rain. There he is. He's lifting his head. Alright, guys, you tell me, is he a taker or not? Alright folks, it's opening morning. We got about an hour and, probably a little bit over an hour before light. I'm getting ready to head out here in probably about 20 minutes. And so hopefully we see some bucks. I seen 6 little ones last night, and then we seen that 4-point I showed you. And that was it. So hopefully this morning we see a few more bucks and maybe a big one. We're going to get after it. I think Paul, he's planning on getting a big one this morning, so it ought to be good. See.
Kill a big one after I'm done looking at internet porn. Hunting porn, of course. But, oh well.
Hee. I just spotted a pretty neat buck. He's a 6x6. I'll let you take a look at him. It's opening day, evening. got 6 points on each side at least. I don't know if he's got brow tines or not. Alrighty, it's day 2. Last night I seen a pretty darn nice 6x6. Kind of cool, I should say. An interesting buck. He wasn't real big, maybe 18, 20 inches wide is all. Kind of cool. And then shortly after spotting him, I had a group of 4 bucks come around the hill, and 2 were, probably 26. The one might have been a 27 inch, nice 4 points. Probably 165 or 70 bucks for those keeping count. Anyway, didn't see much of anything this morning. 5 smaller bucks. A lot of people up here. People everywhere. But I'm still holding out hope for bumping into a big one. So that's it. Hopefully I can show you some bucks tonight. I'm going for a super long walk tonight. So that's that. Alrighty, it's day 3 of the hunt. We're loading up to get out of here. Although Paul had a good morning, he's seen about a 27 inch 4 before. Not a super heavy buck, no eye guards, but he did take a crack at it. Unfortunately, he missed. How far was it? 610. 610 yards. He probably should have got closer if he wanted to kill it. So anyway, but we just decided, it wasn't a super big buck, so we're gonna pack up, we're gonna leave, and we're gonna go about to another place about 12 miles from here or so. I mean, we're gonna go back to the truck and then trailer over to another place and pack in. Hopefully we're there in time for an hour's worth of hunting tonight. But anyway, we've just hunted this spot, and I think there's probably a good, a taker buck somewhere in here, but we haven't seen him yet, and there's a number of people in here, and just ready for a change of scenery, I guess. That's part of what keeps the hunting interesting, is something different. You hunt the same place day after day after day, and it gets old. So anyway, that's it. Hopefully I can show you some bucks in our next spot. We're making our way. We're riding right now. Buck gets tired, but anyway, I'm on this horse. Paul's leading the way. Don't jump the pond. Oh, jeez! He almost went down. See? Oh, here we go. Alrighty, it is the 4th morning of the hunt. Paul and I were able to pack in without any trouble on the horses. We were able to ride the whole way with all of our gear. Our plan is to stay either just last night or 2 nights. Anyways, it's the 4th morning. We're going out. Last night Paul did see a group of bucks. He thought a couple of them looked like better than average bucks, but he couldn't quite tell. It was so dark. So anyways, we're both going separate directions, and we'll see what we can turn up. Hopefully I can show you a buck or 2. Hopefully a big old buck. I don't know. We'll just keep at it. Alright, day 4 is over, and it wasn't that great. Just a lot of people. I seen about 4 new bucks tonight and 4 that I had already seen this morning. All small. So that's it. What about you, Paul? How are you?
Seen 3 bucks. Pretty much sucks.
Yeah. Do you think you're gonna get a giant?
No.
Well, that's it for my fifth morning hunt. Went out this morning and I don't think I saw a buck. A few does early on. That was it. So I'm just back here, gonna make me up a cup of coffee, have myself some peaches, and then we're gonna load up and get out of here. But while I was sitting on the mountain though this morning, I was thinking about this year and past hunts in this area, and overall, just to give you guys, some perspective on how tough it is to find big bucks. Overall, I believe I've hunted this area 3 of the last 4 years. I didn't hunt last year because of an injury, but 3 of the last 4 years. And this year, granted, it's not over yet, but so things could change. But so far, I figure I've seen in those 3 years of hunting about 400 bucks. 5 of which would go 180. I know for certain 3 of them go better than 180 because we killed them. And then the 2 this year I've seen, I believe 2 of them, the 4x5, and then the nice 4-point that I showed you in a podcast with cheaters on both sides, a little cheater on one side and about a 2-inch on the other. I believe he would go 180. So that's 5 180 bucks out of 400 total bucks. I've spent over the last 4 years, the 3 hunting seasons, I've spent about 38 days, well I know it was 38 days of field, scouting and hunting, to see approximately 400 bucks and 5 over 180, 1 over 190. So that's what I was thinking about while seeing nothing today. And so, anyway, after putting all those numbers together, I quit hunting! Just kidding. It's alright. The success is whether or not you have a good time. It doesn't matter if you get one. Yeah, right. It's a lot more fun to get them. But we didn't get one on this trip, so we'll just deal with it. But I'm really not quitting, so hope you guys tune in next time. Alright guys, hey, before we wrap this webcast up, I just wanted to send out a thank you to Juan Wolfley Horse Rentals. Juan set me up with these 2 horses for this hunt, and I used the black one that we showed you there on my bow hunt, and they've worked out really, really well. Super calm horses, don't have any trouble. Even for a non-cowboy like myself, I can handle them. So it's a pretty good deal. Anyway, if you guys are ever in the need of a horse to pack your butt in or pack an elk or deer out, Juan Wolfley out of Thane, Wyoming is the man to get a hold of. You can find his website through my website, MonsterMuleys.com. And again, it's Juan Wolfley Horse Rentals. So maybe you get this old boy. He's been a good one.